Greetings YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing off a Victorinox officer's blade, and this is one I just picked up. In fact, it is a used model, but you can tell from the wear on it. I picked it up at an antique shop from the guy that actually was selling it. He actually was in the shop that day. It needs a little cleaning, it needs a little sharpening. It's got an edge, it's not a decent edge on it. It's been worn pretty hard, but it was a really nice price. He wanted $8 for it. So for $8, my wife's been looking for a Swiss Army knife that has scales. I don't know if it was the officer's model or the classic she was looking for, but this one has got a main blade and has an awl, which are very useful. And this one is actually in decent shape. This blade right here got a pretty decent little edge on it and I've actually used one of these in my life to pierce leather and cut holes in awls. But it's also useful as a pick, great for cleaning your fingernails, and useful for small tasks like that, where you need a limited sharp edge, but you still want to be able to scrape something. The classic can opener, and I've actually used one of these to open a can before. It's not fast, don't get me wrong, but it does work. It is also a screwdriver, which is handy. And then we have, lastly, we have a wider screwdriver here, and a bottle opener and a wire bending tool, so you can put a piece of wire in there and bend it. Not something I imagine that most people are going to have occurred to them. It has the classic ring, split ring here. So overall, it's a nice little knife. It's not heavy, it's not thick, it's quite usable. I can't remember what the cost that he's new is, but it's a lot more than $8. So it's got a little character, and I don't mind a little character on a knife. I don't think my wife's going to mind a little character on a knife. She's currently carrying a Gerber multi-tool. I don't remember which model it is. I haven't done a review of it yet. I need to borrow it from her. Maybe I can, once I get this sharpened, I'll give this one to her, and she can give me a multi-tool, and we can trade them out. So she doesn't have nothing on her when she's out and about. She likes to have a knife on her in her bag. She doesn't carry one on her person like I do, but she still likes to have one on her when she's out. But again, a solid design. I quite like this little model, and while it may not be the classic, it is, of course, a classic design.